Welcome back to Tinygrams Games, and I'm here with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. And today I want to answer the question that I get asked quite a bit. What should I get next in my Galactic War shipments? And really, this is tough because there are so many awesome choices in Galactic War shipments, which is great because they're the most plentiful of all the different shipment types. The best character to me is Luminara Unduli. Luminara is fantastic. She's not even classified as a healer because she does enough damage to actually be a damage dealer, yet she does a heal, which is one of the top heals in the whole game. She actually has a heal over time where she does an initial heal, and then for 2 more turns, she continues to heal. Her basic attack does quite a bit of damage, and her special is amazing in that it gives ability block and does a ton of damage. So if you don't have Luminaria yet, I highly recommend her. She's fantastic for Galactic Wars, and she's also quite good for Arena. She's still in my Arena Elite lineup, and probably will be for the foreseeable future. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, Tiny, I've heard your videos before. I know this. I just finished Luminara. What's next? And this is where things get interesting because there's really a number of decent choices. As you can see, I'm pursuing 2 here myself. So I've already done a whole video on Puggle the Lesser, and I'll link that below. But Puggle the Lesser is quite phenomenal. He helps a lot of different kinds of lineups by giving a large damage increase. He helps burst lineups be able to burst down the opponent before they can come back at you. He also helps sustain lineups a lot because he lets people like Luminara do substantially more damage than they're already doing. A Dooku with a bunch of bonus attacks and counter attacks with a Puggle buff is a really awesome Dooku. A Sidious doing his area attack with a Puggle buff, that's a ton of damage. So Puggle is a fantastic choice. And so you can't really go wrong with him. He fits almost every lineup. Captain Phasma, though, is also great. She does amazingly well with First Order lineups. For instance, if you have the First Order TIE Fighter pilot, those two go together amazingly well. But even in any lineup where you're planning on getting any sort of extra attacks, whether that be with 5s or IG-86, even as we'll see above in a minute, Leia, Rey, Dooku, she just extra attacks really add up quickly. I like to use her in Galactic Wars just to give myself more and more extra attacks. I haven't really built an arena lineup around Captain Phasma, but there are a number of them out there that are rather successful. So she's also a great choice. As you can see, I'm actually going for them both. I do not recommend this. The only reason I'm going for both is I'm so close to Puggle that I will not run out of shards before I finish Puggle 7 stars, and so I'm also working on Phasma. Another good choice is IG-86. He's really strong. And the other thing is you can get IG-86 in the Cantina, so you can get, and also farm him regularly, and I believe it's 2 nodes, so you can get him to 7 stars really fast if you decide to. He's a pretty good glass cannon in that he has a special that does a ton of damage. If you have him in a droid lineup, he's even better. So he can be a really good choice depending on what your need is. And Dacia, whilst right now I would not say you should get her or him or whatever this Jawa is, Jawas could be good again. There was a period where Jawas were amazing. If droid lineups ever sort of take over the scene, then Jawa lineups are an amazing counter. So it's always nice to have somebody like Dacia leveled up. I think mine is maybe 5 stars, and at some point I'm sure I'll get him or her to 7 stars. But it also has an ability block and it's on its area attack, so there's a chance to get a number of characters' ability blocks. It's a solid choice. And if there weren't 3 other bonkers good choices ahead of Dacia, I might recommend Dacia. But as it stands, I would say you go Luminara first, then you go either Puggle or Phasma, probably Puggle, and then I'm guessing you're going to want Phasma after that. So you have a lot of good choices in Galactic War, which is great because it's the one you're going to finish first. So have fun with it, and until next time, I'll see you on Tinygrams Games.